think all of us have heard the Aesop fable called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. We all grew up reading those fables. And I probably have talked about people that make up lies, and I think I have said how if people continue making up lies, they are not going to be believed, but people continue to make up lies, and what I say continues to fall on deaf ears. And that's just the way it's always going to be. But you got to give me credit for at least sounding the alarm about it. In the news a few weeks ago, it's actually finishing up in the news cycle. This is a story that broke at the very beginning of February, the very end of January. Empire star, actor Jussie Smollet had alleged that he had been attacked around 2 o'clock in the morning after leaving a Subway, the sub shop, I believe, because this happened in Chicago. I don't think Chicago has a Subway. Anyway, he was attacked by two people who wrapped a noose around his neck and said, "This is MAGA country." And I got to be honest with you, I didn't hear about this at all until it was exposed as a hoax. That's when I started hearing about it. And I wish I had been able to follow the story all along, even though it isn't all that interesting. But if I was going to sit here and talk about it, I wish I was there start to finish. But this Jussie Smollett is black, gay, and he's perpetrated this hoax, so they say. And that appalls me. And let me tell you why. All right. First of all, he's got a role in this TV show named Empire. I've heard of it. I've never watched it. I believe it shows on Fox. All right. And what do these actors ordinarily get paid per episode? $125,000 an episode. And how many episodes are to a season? It's on network television, so those average full season averages anywhere from 22 to 26 episodes or so. If it's, I mean, these days I see, some networks ordering like half seasons or just a season instead of a full season, just 10 to 13 episodes or so. I don't know. All I can tell you is this: I don't make $100,000 or $125,000 a year. All right, and I'm not saying that I should have what he has. What I am saying is, be grateful for what you have. And it just seems to me like he is trying to attract attention to himself. Having a role on this TV show isn't good enough for him. I wish I had that amount of attention. All right, I record these videos, and I don't think it'll ever find an audience, and that's fine. I know that I can do things to promote myself. I know that I can discuss controversial subjects and choose to be very controversial about it, but I'm never going to BS you. I'm always going to tell you what I really believe, even if it's just really milquetoast, dull, and boring. I don't care. I'll try to put an interesting spin on it at least. All right, but I'm not going to fake it. And so Jussie Smollett is the modern day boy who cried wolf. And that's also disturbing to me, because he made this a political issue by saying that these people said, the people that attacked him, said that this is MAGA country. All right, this attack happened in Chicago. All right, in Illinois. Illinois, all right, went for Hillary Clinton and the 2016 presidential election by double-digit points, like, I don't know, more than 10 points, 10, 12 points, all right? Illinois is not MAGA country. Nobody would be saying that there. It's just unlikely. Okay, if you want to say that the country, the United States is MAGA country, so what if it is? MAGA is Make America Great Again. What is wrong with that? I don't know why people need to try to connect that to something racist or hateful by saying that they were attacked, and then it turns out that they weren't. All right? He doesn't like the president, apparently so, to be saying something like that. All right? So he's set the cause back, the cause for civil rights for black and gay people, by doing this sort of thing. Because now if this happens again, and again, and again, people will stop believing it's true. And someday, it will be true. All right? I believe there are racist people in this country. Okay? But this country has come a long way since the 60s. All right? That's when the black civil rights movement was in full swing. Not long after, gay rights also, those started coming into play as well. It took a lot longer to get where gay people are today. But things are good now. Why would you want to louse that up? Isn't the 15 minutes of fame you have already not enough for you? Is it that important to try to raise your stature by trying to trash a whole group of people that tend to agree with a certain political ideology or with the president? Look how much has been put at risk for doing that. It's just really, it appalls me, These people will never let the race, will never stop pulling the race card. They're just never going to let it go. He obviously wanted attention through victimization. I would like attention. We all want people to pay attention to us, but do we really want people feeling sorry for us? Is that the kind of attention that we want? I don't know. It's really pathetic. I don't know. I think he had a good thing going. And I don't know what his filmography is. I've never looked him up on IMDb, but, he could have been well on his way. I don't know. Maybe he feels stagnant. Maybe he just, I don't know what he was thinking. But he's made a fool of himself, and he's made a whole mockery of the whole civil rights movement. And he hasn't really done anything to, what he did had the opposite effect. It made him look bad. It made, it put the civil rights movement in a negative light. And when the intention was to make everybody that agrees with the president look bad. And it didn't happen. So now Jussie Smollet has been arrested and is going to be probably fined, which I think is totally all right because his story had to be investigated, and I believe around 24 people were on his story trying to prove it, and the city spent a lot of money, and he needs to make restitution. What he did was wrong. And he should probably do some community service as well. I don't think he should do time in jail. I think that's a bit too harsh. But he does need to be punished because people can't be making these things up. All right, there are consequences. And at the same time, you don't want to deter people from reporting legitimate stories. So they're watching this circus and they're thinking to themselves, If I can handle this on my own, I will. I'm not even going to call the police. And that's wrong too. So what he's done has really has some far-reaching effects. So that's all I have to say on the subject. I'm done. I'm just speechless. Done. Good night.
For about 2 years I had a friend who was a pathological liar. Not an ideal friend for me, but I felt that I had room in my life for one friend that I wouldn't take seriously and have around for a few laughs. It worked until he accused me of lying. I felt it was an unfounded attack on my character made by someone unqualified to make it. I had a lesson to learn that would end that friendship, and that is this: people who lie believe everyone lies.